Hello, my name is Justin Snyder. I'm part of the Class B 275 Business Law. So I thought, what a great way to talk about my favorite team, the Sacramento Kings. I'm from Sacramento. I live in Sacramento. So I was reading an article the other day about the Kings, and it said that the Kings signed a partnership with India-based company and Jim Boy's Tacos. So Friday, the Sacramento Kings announced their first major partnership with an India-based company, the Chris Group. The Chris Group will activate in Sacramento through in-arena broadcast and digital advertising to promote the launch of their new relationship with Jim Boy's Tacos. Chris recently entered into an agreement with Jim Boy's Tacos involving a multi-store franchise relationship throughout India. Since purchasing the Kings earlier this year, team owner Vivek Ranadive, who's the owner of the Kings, has directed a business philosophy called MBA 3.0, which focuses on investments in technology, globalization, and deep community partnerships. The Chris partnership marks another manifestation of the 3.0 philosophy in Sacramento. So, the first thing I heard when I read that was partnership. And I thought, partnership? Well, we're talking about partnership in our class. So, we talked about sole proprietorship, and we talked about general partnerships and limited partnerships, etc., corporations. But what's a general partnership? And do they have to pay any taxes? Well, they do have to pay taxes. They have to file informational tax return with Internal Revenue Service. The firm itself pays no taxes. So the partnership individually pays taxes. So a partner's profit is taxed as individual income. Partners are subject to personal liability for partnership's obligations. So if one partner messes up an agreement and they get in trouble, they get sued or whatever, the other partner is liable as well. So that kind of relates to the Chris Group and the Sacramento and Vivek Ranadive, the owner of the Kings, because they're in a partnership agreement with each other. And whatever profit they make, I'm sure they're going to split up evenly and have to pay individual tax on that profit. Also, another thing I wanted to mention, putting aside the general partnership, let's talk about limited partnership too and what that entails. And basically what that means is one general partner and one or more limited partners. And so that could be related to the Kings as well, because Vivek Ranadive owns a majority of the Kings. He is the majority owner of the Kings. So he definitely has much more liability. Shaquille O'Neal actually owns the Kings as well. And he owns a very small percentage of the Kings. So if something was to happen and the Kings were to get sued or whatever the case may be, Vivek Ranadive would be much more liable than Shaquille O'Neal. And you could kind of suggest this as a limited partnership with Shaquille O'Neal and Vivek Ranadive, because Shaquille is more of an investor in the team and it doesn't really handle the business management side of the Kings compared to Vivek Ranadive.